Hi Portland Fire, I'm Jessica Cohn, your wellness coordinator. Today we're going to go over foam lacrosse ball, or balls too, and even dumbbell rolling, or also known as kneading or smashing the calves, the front of your shin here, which is known as your anterior tibialis, and then also the arches under your feet. So how this can help is if you have a rolled ankle, it can help with decreasing any inflammation you might have in the area. The other thing this can help with is if you have any pain on the bottom of your foot, known as plantar fasciitis. A lot of times what happens is our calves take on a lot of tension on a daily basis, and the calf muscles come down and wrap around the foot. So if they're tight or inflamed, if there's knots, it'll actually cause pain lower on the foot, in different areas there. So that's where this can really help to relieve that tension. So we're going to start with the foam roller. And when we're rolling, it's known as SMR, self-myofascial release. You want to start where kind of right down the middle of the calf. The one thing that's tough about foam rolling the calves is you have to generally pick yourself up, which can be a lot to hold yourself, especially if it's a shoulder issue. So what I like to do is I'll place one leg on the foam roller. I'll take the other leg and cross it over, and I kind of lean and push in and just pressure my calf in. And you want to kind of bring this foot up a little higher so it's out of the way. I'm going to stay on one spot. I'm going to point and flex my foot. So I'm activating and relaxing that calf muscle and really digging in. And this can be somewhat intense sometimes, especially if the calf muscles are really tight. You want the tension or the massage feeling as you're rolling in to only be about a 4 to 6. If it's too much, your muscles will fight the massage. You ever had a deep tissue massage and your body just is like, ugh, against it? That's what you want to try not to happen. So I can take that foot off to lessen the pressure, and then even just use my hands to lean in. After about 10 to 20 point and flexes, maybe find a new spot, go down, dig in, just find different areas within the calf. And you can do the same thing if you want to dig in even further or deeper with 1 to 2 lacrosse balls. I like 2 because it'll roll around a little less. This is a good option, especially if you want to get deeper in the ankle. And then you just use this leg, like we were before, to push down and point and flex. It's a good option too to maybe do like on a longer box or something where the foot can kind of hang off so it's not hitting the floor. And you just find knots in that area and just kind of dig in and knead in. The other option that would move a little bit less would be to go to a larger dumbbell where you use the handle portion to really dig in. So I just let this leg relax. And the other option too is turn. So we're going to get more to the outside of the ankle, right along the bone that's right here, and just dig in to those muscles there. And this is one of my favorites, feels really good. All these tight muscles in the ankle will turn your feet in different directions, which really can radiate up the chain and can cause knee issues, hip, back issues. So it's really good to get these muscles loosened up. So same idea on the outside here. You can use the ball to smash. And you just find areas to smash into. And you want to go more to like a 90-90 stretch position here. Dig in, point, and flex. I like the dumbbell though just because it rolls around a little less. So it kind of just depends on what you have and on your preference. And the other option, which is a little bit nicer with the ball, is stay in this 90-90 position. Come on the outside or the top now of the ankle. So now you're towards the inside. Dig in, finding these spots that are not tight, and you just kind of smash into those areas. It's tough to point and flex your foot really because it's up against the floor. So this is where if you're on a bench, you could point and flex that foot and just dig in. And you can hit the inside here with the weight or the foam roll as well. You just kind of have to turn your foot in and angle it a certain way. So that's going to progress us to hitting that anterior tibialis in the front that I mentioned with the foam roller. So this is one of my favorites. Feels really good. Really great option, especially if you're dealing with like a shin splint issue. A lot of times shin splints are just tight muscles in the shin. You have your anterior tibialis in the front, and then you have your posterior tibialis that goes behind the tibia. And if those muscles are inflamed, it can cause this weird pain right in the front of your shin. So actually rolling these muscles can help with that. So you're gonna start low on the ankle, and you can use this other leg just for support and really get low on the ankle and lean to that more muscular side. So you don't want to be so much on like the bone. Dig in, and then I'm going to point and flex my foot as I dig into that muscle. And do that about 10 to 20 times of those points and flexes like we mentioned on all the other ones, and just roll a little bit higher, point and flex, and work all the way up. But normally I find where the majority of the tension is lower on that ankle. Just make sure to get both sides. If you find areas that are tight, dig in, try to relax. And this is where you can progress from the foam roller, which is a larger, softer area to dig in, to the ball or even the dumbbell there. So now we're gonna work on rolling the bottom of our foot in our arches. So we're actually gonna go to somewhere where we can stand and hold on, and so that we can really stand on the ball and dig in. So now we're gonna go over rolling our arches, the bottom of our foot. So ideally, no shoes on, and then you probably need one ball. 2 would be fine as well. And you want to find something that you can hold on to, like a wall, bench, couch, upright of a squat rack. So I'm going to start with digging in to my heel. And all I'm going to do here is place my toe on the ground. I'm going to put my hand on my knee just to add in a little bit of pressure, and then just do different ranges of motion, moving the knee in, out as you dig into that heel. And you're just gonna naturally, because of the balance, kind of rock back and forth. And then what you want to do is slowly, we're going to go to the inside of the arch, roll, lifting those toes up. And if you find anywhere that's pretty sore, then hold in that area. Place the hand back on the knee, and I want you just to wiggle your toes around. So like right here, I'm in a pretty intense spot. You want that tension to be about a 4 to 6. So if it's too much, just relax your foot up off the ball a little bit. Take a breath, try to dig back in. And I'm going to slowly work up towards the toes to where I have my heel now down, and I'm going to push into the top of my foot. And same thing, just kind of wiggling the toes around, digging in, and just finding different areas. And you want to work all around the outside of the foot into the arch. You can even work here more into like the side, and just point and flex. And this is a very simple exercise that you can do that can really help the ankle, which may not seem like it because you're like, I'm rolling the bottom of my foot. How's that helping my ankles? Because all those muscles are connected to the bottom of your foot. And then it can really help with any of that pain you might have on the bottom of your foot. And you just work into it. And that's it. Couple minutes per foot. Good goal is to be able to almost stand on the ball, put all your weight into it. As always, if the lacrosse ball is too much, incorporate a tennis ball or put a towel or mat over the ball to lessen the tension. All right, have a great day. Bye.